to another video. Today we're playing a little bit something different. We're playing Ultimate Driving, I believe. It's a car game, super fun to play. Play it with my friends, as you can see in the right-hand corner. I've played for a long time. We're just gonna probably talk and drive. If you don't mind me asking, everything like that, if you will, please leave a comment down in the section of how you're doing today and what makes the day fun. I know I'm a big old YouTuber and I only got one view or so as of right now, and one subscriber, which is a close friend. But who knows? Maybe one day. And for the car I'm driving, it's a ranked car. So I got this when I reached level 45 or so, and it has my favorite kind of color scheme, black with purple. Super. I always like black and purple. It almost reminds me of like the Enderman from Minecraft almost. It's pretty cool. I don't really play with anyone, maybe like one person. But other than that, not really. Basically, all you like do in this game is drive around. Every so often you make money, and then when you level up, you can either earn a new car or make a whole bunch of money, or new rims for your tires, or maybe even new tires. Oh shit. But sometimes you just have fun to do random stuff. How do I get back on that highway? Probably this way, I'm imagining. Yeah, it's always fun to do new stuff. It's like, one of my family members always said to, try new stuff, live life. So, I, I always try new food or try something new. Like, this school year, I'm doing welding, which is super fun. Something new, something I actually like to do. That, and I've been learning 3D printing, which is pretty fun. Right now, I haven't been able to go to school because of snow and flooding and sick loads. It's just pretty bad where I live right now. But other than that, it's alright, pretty fun. Hopefully, y'all can hear the music I got on. It's a copyright free playlist I found on Spotify. So, hopefully, nothing goes wrong. I always like playing like chill games with like just relaxing music or something like that. I don't really play too often, or well, yeah, I don't really play too often. Mostly just either sit around or just try to go outside and sit down, and just look at, look around at my surroundings, just take everything in for once. If you don't stop and look around, then what's the point? You're forgetting everything that was created for you, for your life. Every single sunrise and sunset, every time the wind breezes through your hair anytime you just breathe. So sometimes you just gotta stop and look around. I know it kind of sounds like an intro to Sam Solik, but you know, he's a chill dude, so gotta match with his vibe. Sure, I might not hit the gym like he, and maybe I'm not as big as him, but he's, from what I've seen, what I've heard, he's pretty chill. I like how he starts off his video in his car, just talking chill for the most part. So it's relaxing to like kind of drive either in real life or with a game and just kind of relax for once. Yeah, in this game, you every now and then you do have to go to like a gas station to fill your car up, but at least the cars in this game are actually pretty good on gas. I do like just love to play games and hang out with friends in real life. I've basically been out of school for about almost a whole week now due to the weather and everything, which kind of sucks because I had a 3D print going on and I don't know how it's doing. And I haven't been at school because it should have been done last time I was there. It said it would take a day and like either 14 or 4 hours and like so many minutes to make, which is a crazy amount. And I thought I would be there the next day to hopefully kind of see its progress, but nope. We had snow, and then after so many snow days and stuff like that of it going on, it started to melt, and then on top of that we had rain, which caused water to go up on the river near my house, and it actually flooded a road towards pretty close to my house. So the down part of my road is almost pretty much flooded. But then again, there's people that live down there and everything else. I just hope that their family and everything else is doing fine. So it's like fun just to mess around with these types of games. You're like driving or making money or just playing it just for fun. This is just what I do in my free time. Get bored of watching videos or other content creators. You just kind of want to get away from all of it and listen in and have some fun. I need to change out the tires on this vehicle. I put the wrong ones on. Near there is where it's landing. Because right now I got slicks on this car. Which in dry weather and stuff like that, it actually grips to the ground pretty good. This is the second video I've uploaded. Will, well, will be uploaded to my channel. It's either sometime today or tonight or something like that. As of recording, it's probably, yeah, 350 something or 330 something. I film most of my videos on my PlayStation. This for like fast, making videos fast, more fast and stuff like that. I do like mostly driving games, but I mean now and then I'll get into like an online shooter or a it's like a military game in general. I don't really know too many people that have the same game as me and stuff like that. Right now, the only two games I can really play is either GTA story mode or like Let It Die or uh Roblox, which is what I'm on. And I'm gonna try to get Minecraft and do like a Minecraft video or something like that to see how everything goes. Right now in this game, I have like $70,000. I'm trying to make it to like 11 mil, but oh well, probably won't happen. Be cool if it would, but we ain't gonna. Did I get too much downforce or what? Yeah, I got too much downforce or too much fucking wind on it. Well, don't know if I'm allowed to cuss yet, but too much wind underneath my car that flipped me. Ooh, saved it. Just respawn it up there. There we go. Another thing I found out you can do is kind of like a burnout and then rolling burnout. I think it's a pretty cool thing you can do in this game. The only bad thing about this is that this is my view. It's a cool screenshot if I didn't run into a wall. No, the road I am on is kind of like a cheat to this type of game, as it's a long, like, stretch of highway, like almost straight highway. So your XP and level kind of goes up kind of fast on this type of road. But for beginners, it's definitely like a must-have just to make you some extra money, or if you just want to like grind money off the video for a while, just so next video you can have like a different car or a different looking concept of the car that you already have or whatever. This car almost reminds me of like my dream car, which is like a Pagani, not Bugatti, but Pagani, and it's a beautiful work of art. It's actually made after the guy's designer's wife, and it is a beautiful, beautiful car. I It's my dream car, and it's like the way I would have it is like either like a midnight purple carbon fiber type looking paint or like wrap or like actual carbon fiber that's like purple, like a deep purple, and then that would have like black accents, and then purple underglow, and have it lowered to the ground, and just have it looking nice. Maybe even put a turbo or something on it, just soup it up, have it as a show car. Now where I live, you can only, if you do buy one, you can only drive it for like commercial use, which means you can only drive it so many miles per year, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, it would be so worth it. But the only bad thing is when you pay insurance or something on it, it's like 10,000 or 40,000 or something along that range just to pay insurance almost every month, which is just unbelievable to me. It's like almost someone's house payment or someone else's car. You know how many like people you could feed for that much money? Well, not really a whole lot the way prices are right now, but it would still be a good amount. Which I always like. Don't get me wrong, I always wanted to like make money and help out my family and everything else, but at the same time, you gotta kind of look at life and know that sometimes stuff isn't gonna come to plan like how you want to. Like you either lose a family member or you lose a close friend or your pet cat or dog or whatever dies and stuff just doesn't go to plan how you thought it would. And they're just kind of sitting there, kind of memorized by it all. Not in a bad way, but not in a good way either. They're just kind of stuck in between. You don't know really what your emotion is at that time. You just either need to punch something until your hands bleed from every nook and cranny, or you just want to sit there in silence and just stare off in the distance and just stay quiet and not say anything because you have like guilt in your heart or guilt just around you in general because you feel like it's something that you've done or something that someone that wasn't really there has done or you caused it for whatever reason. But then again, you kind of just sit around and look around and wonder when will it be your time to go and how will people react and if you would have a family by then or if you would be alone, would you have someone to carry on your legacy or not? Would you be the last generation of your timeline, of your history? Or would it be someone to carry on that and someone to tell your late grandkids, your late great grandkids, hey, this was my dad, this is what he looked like, this is what he done. He was a master welder, he was a car mechanic. He's the one that gave his grandma and dad their dream trucks and cars. He gave us this nice farm to live on. And in his legacy, we live here to remember him, to thank him for everything that he's done. all that type of stuff, but you just never know how life's gonna plan out, which that's fine, but at the same time, you gotta realize that not everything is what it seems to be. Sort of some people that are like, but Andrew Tate said if I did this, then I would be a millionaire by next week. Well, sure, maybe, but are you certain that's gonna last forever? Because you do realize that you might make 1 million every year. But the way the government works, at least where I am, is the government sees how much money you rack in. They divide that money to what almost a normal person would make every month or every time they get paid. And they see how much money you made and they take out how much, about 2 to 3 times as much as a normal person that has just a normal job would make out of your check. So if you make like 1 million, almost maybe 4,000 or 400,000 to 500,000 of that money is going into your either house expenses, your car, your food, your everyday clothes, your gas, your cigarettes, your cigars, uh, your pot if you smoke pot, all that type of stuff. It's going into all of that stuff throughout the day. So when you like making millions, you're actually only making like 500,000 because of taxes. And then say, oh, but I make it back like every so often after I get paid and stuff from doing that or this. Sure, you might get it back, but at the same time, use another half of that million that you just made. And then you say, oh, but I got it back next time because I made another one. Yeah, you slowly rack it up, but you're still losing almost 500,000 every time you go out for expenses. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to like live a life of just having like an app or something, do my taxes and making a whole bunch of money and buying like a nice boat and like fishing gear and a nice garage and cars and more land for my house and stuff. Just all this different type of things. I think I would love to live that life, but at the same time, there's some people that don't even have the life that I'm having right now. There's some people that out on the streets with actual like no legs in a wheelchair, and yet no one has the heart to help him because they're like, oh, he could be faking it. I'm like, how can you fake something like that? You know how just morally wrong you would have to be to even try to fake something like that? You just sit there and kind of wonder why, when, or where, or how everything's gonna work out, or anything like that. You just kind of wonder, is the life that I'm having right now the best life that anybody could have? Or is it the worst life anybody could have? But then again, at the end of the day, you just gotta say, it's your life. You're in somewhat of control of it. And guess what? It's your body, it's your home, your soul, all that type of stuff. It's all different type of things. You, like, don't. take this for granted for what I say and stuff. But at the same time, I just wonder, like, who, when, where, how, and why we are created. Like, in, like, I believe in Sassy the Sasquatch when he says that sure we might be small as a dot or smaller than an ant hill to some, but that shouldn't worry us because our heart and our body and soul are more important, more this in integrate, what's it called? More meaningful. And we shouldn't worry on big stuff. We shouldn't worry on what other people think or what other people see in us or how other people treat what we're doing or how people act around certain you at certain times or because you have this or that. If someone is acting like they're your friend and they've known you for like ever, when you like almost never talk to them, when you was like I won't say poor, but like middle age, and you actually made a life now, and they want to get in touch with you, and spend time with you, they're not trying to spend time. They're after your money, after manipulating you. They're just in it for a not like uh, just using you for everything that you have. Music going on ad, but whatever. Probably need to turn that down just a little bit. There. There we go. That should be about right. I don't really know how much the audio is, if it's good or if it's bad. At the same time, like, who cares? Like, sure, I might not get a lot of views, might not understand how people work or how life works entirely, but sometimes you just gotta be kind of more down to earth than others. You just gotta live. Stop worrying so much. If you worry so much, then why? Like, it's why even put that image in your head, like put that stress on your body. If you know that it's ruining your mental health and all this other type of stuff as well. But like at the same time, you don't really know what to do. That's why I kind of think not to worry about the future or the past, just live in the present. You just gotta be where you are right now. Stop worrying about the future or the past or the mistakes that you made. Forgive and forget. You have to forgive all the mistakes that you've made and just forget them. Forgive and forget. If you can forgive them, then you can forget them. Forget them. And once you forget them, your soul has forgiven everything that you've done in this life, and you just live. like fully live as freely as you can humanly possible. And you just sit there and you sit there in the present and you look around at what life can give you. You can watch the trees move in the wind or go out fishing with like a sunset in the distance and you catch like a big old bass or something like that. Yeah, you're just sitting there on the back of your truck with like a bonfire. You're just having a good old time with like one of your old buddies or a family member, or if it's just you and your dad just bonding over something. I remember when me and my dad would go down to this lake and we would go fishing. But at the same time, when we would go fishing, we would go and we would bring pellet guns and BB guns. And me and him would just whenever we got done fishing for a day or wherever, we would just kind of shoot the water and listen to how the BBs would ricochet off into the water and then bounce out the water at like, I don't know, a speed of like 200 miles per hour or something like that, like 20 miles per hour already. And they would make the weirdest but coolest sounds. If you ever like listen to like a golf ball hitting the ice on like a lake, it's like that sound. It's like a fascinating sound. Because you're just like a little sound and it's just wonderful. And you hear like these little kind of, you ever like left a sink on it, like dribbles or whatever it's called? It's kind of like that sound, but it's more or less just more neat and tidy all around. I know that my content can be kind of boring sometimes, but sometimes it's just the life we live in. And don't get me wrong, life is beautiful, life is something to appreciate. And I know people that have tried to do stuff and either has made a failed attempt or has not. And I have friends that I'm still friends with today that have tried and either had a family member who has succeeded and now they don't feel like their life is any more useful than what theirs was, and they've tried or have attempted and either have succeeded or not. Don't really mean to get into kind of the sad vibe, but it's just something to think about because you have this life. I'm sure you don't know if it's something that you know you can control or not, but at the same time, the thing is with it, it's yours. You have the power to control it. You have the power to sit there and hold on to it as long as you want, as long as you need. Now, sure, one day your time will come. One day your time will come around and you'll be either in a hole in the ground where some say you was made from, or you're in a little container or a necklace, so that way you always feel close to someone's heart. Now, I do remember that I don't like mind the idea of like all this stuff that people have done or shit like that with their family members after passing away. But I feel like I would not want to be cremated because if you are a bad person like and you deserve to go to the underworld, then I feel like even if your family like cremation just because it's cheaper, why put your actual body into cremation when you pass when you'll spend your days already on fire in the underworld? And it's not bad because you're on fire. It's bad because you're separated from the man above. It's bad because you realize that you could have changed everything. You could have changed the mistakes that you've made, the decisions that you've created, but yet your lust and gluttony and betrayal all came so overwhelming, so just out of your pay, out of pocket, out of hand, and you don't know how to control it anymore. You figured that if I've already done it once, then why not do it more? Why not show or show less? You just kind of sit there and wonder. It's a vicious cycle, but at the same time, it can be fun or exciting or worthwhile. It's not like always something bad or something that's good, but you we've all turned on the news channel and they might say a plane crashed and so many was unalived and so only like one survived or something like that. And then you don't hear any good news. Like you don't hear someone saying, "Oh, a lost puppy was saved from like a shelter after so many years. It was almost put down before this one guy or girl showed up and saved it." No, you don't hear any of that. Every time you turn on a news channel, it's always bad news. There's no good news. You just gotta kind of see what everybody's doing and how everybody acts and that's everything else. That's why kind of when a good advice that I've always managed to follow is when you're in a new environment or at like a new class or something like that, if you just stay silent for like at least maybe a week or so and just listen in on people, like don't be obvious, but like kind of just be on your phone with like a headphone in and a headphone out. Just kind of look around very so slightly and kind of take in what people are doing, how people act around different people, see what they're like, and then then after so long of doing that, and actually getting to understand how they function around different people, how to act, or how they have managed. That's when you kind of just sit there and wonder, like, is it me who is the weird one? Is it normal for people to pretend and put on a face to different people every day? Are these people even actually a good person? Are these people just pretending for fame or pretending for lust and actually ain't loyal to their girlfriend and have like two other girls behind his wife or girlfriend or something like that? That's another thing with this generation. So many guys nowadays just like, don't get me wrong, there's still guys out there. I'm a guy, I'm a dude, I'm him. I'm not him, but I'm a male. But like, there's so many guys out there that I know that either had a girlfriend and then had like two girls behind her back at the same time, or have like had a girlfriend and had another girlfriend behind that person's back, and he had that girlfriend, or that person that was behind the other person's back, and he had a third person, and he eventually like got caught by like two of them, and then like down the hallway, the third one found out, and then all three of them was just mad at him, just calling him out and making a big old deal and everything else. Which then again, you can't really blame them because there's like females out there, there's women like that have done that as well. So you can't really judge anything. But yeah, can't always trust someone by either what they've done or what they look like. And some people like, but what about this or that, or like he said that about this person or that person. I'm just like, if you've met people I've met and seen what they can actually do and actually act like when a different person's around, you would understand why I get as angry as I do. Why I tell people that it's just weird. And why should I be so, I don't know, be so infused with it? it's not my wife or right to really do anything. So I don't really know. But like you actually knows, you know? And I'm sure there's gonna be people that are like, oh, but this was that, or blah blah blah. But yeah, who cares? Like I said, probably like towards the beginning of this video, if you got like anything to like share or just say in general or anything like that, or if you've just kind of been thinking, oh hey, look, this could be interesting, this could be something positive or something like that, and say it. Say how your day was, say how your Valentine day was, or if you even had a Valentine, or if you was lonely like me, or if you just sit there and played on your guitar or an instrument you liked, or if you just had to work or something. But you never know what a day can hold for you. That's why every day is a mystery. Present is like a the future is a present. And it's like that. Today is a miracle, tomorrow is a mystery, the future is a present, just waiting to be unboxed. You just gotta have to find that. You gotta find the present and the future. You just gotta find the present that awaits you for that day, for the good deeds that you've done, or why, or where, or how. You just gotta find out where everything is. You don't really know how everything's gonna go until you've either found or have seen what others have done. So you could walk into the store one day, the cashier's as nice as can be, and your coffee, anything like that. And then the next day, you can walk in there, same cashier, you can tell they're just not in the greatest mood, they just want to be done, they're always in a rush. You can just tell when it's a good time to either start up a conversation with someone, or like, you can tell that people, your actions can have consequences later on for people's like day, and you're just wondering like why or when or where. And you just kind of like figure out all this stuff that's either happened or will happen, everything else. But yeah, if at least interesting to see how people are going to act or how people might see you in their eyes or this or that or whatever else. But I don't pay much attention to what people think. Like a buddy of mine, he has like short hair. I've always liked my long hair. Like in the past, like when I was in like upper elementary and stuff like that, I had short hair and I hated it. And I like during either it was like late middle school to like present, I started like letting my hair grow out and it like forms almost like a mullet, not really. I had it where it was like really fluffy and it would go like over my hat and stuff pretty well. And I do kind of miss that because that was actually like fun. That was good, and I've managed to like grow back my hair because I grew it out and it was getting my eyes and everything else. So I went to like this old barber I always go to, and he's like he's a good like hairdresser and stuff like that. He just he's just like more old style. So when you say like a little off the top, he'll give you like your old like Superman haircut. When you say a little off the top, or like you just want it trimmed. Because I said I wanted it trimmed, and I started looking like I was how I did in upper elementary. I hate it. Because my hair, the way he made it and stuff, when it was like laid flat and stuff, it looked like a person that ruled over Germany for a little while until the United States forces showed up. It looked like his hair. So I was not very keen on keeping that hair. So I just waited a little while till my hair started to grow out again, which right now it's at a pretty good length. I would say probably like the longest piece of hair right now is like touching my nose, like almost touching the tip of my nose. Is the longest piece of hair that I have right now. The way my hair grows and stuff, it's more of like a curly, fluffy type of hair. And the only thing is, I'm the only person who has this type of hair in my family. Like my dad's hair is straight, my mom's hair is straight, my grandma's hair is straight, my grandma from the other side of the family's hair is straight, the my grandpa and other grandpa's hair are straight. So I don't know if it's a genetic that like skipped so many lines and then finally showed back up or not. I know from basically my genetics, my dad doesn't have really kind of bold shoulders, but my like, grandpa does, like and stuff. And I got that genetic from him with the bold shoulders, and then kind of the facial features and how I look and how I act and stuff is kind of like from my dad. and then like there's everything else. Then you have like my mom side of the family. That's that's probably where I get like my emotional state from, and everything like that. But it was it was like that and everything. Well, it was fun talking to you guys, and hopefully I see you all in the next video. If you're a YouTuber and you're seeing me and you're maybe just like even the littlest amount bigger than me in any way, shape, or form, it would mean the world to me if I could get like a shout out or just any form of regulation just to help my channel out, help me get started and everything else. But without further ado, I thank you all for being here. Thank you all for your support so far. And to anyone who's seen this, thank you. Please have fun and live life. Bye.